Hello, my name is Vania Sanchez and today I talk about of my experience of IVN. Uh, so, when I come in IVN, I feel very nervous and very anxious because I don't have idea for the school. Um, because before of before I was in other schools of English and I don't like because the method of the other school of English is first teaching the grammar and after uh, the conversation, the pronunciation when you and I don't have well sorry and I don't like because when you talk with other classmates I don't feel very secure or very safe because you thinking my pronunciation is bad or something like that and I think IBN not in comparing of uh, other school of English and IBN it's a different school of English and yes I think and I love the method of the teaching um, the teaching the students and and all teachers make feel you make feel you very safe in your pronunciation and your ideas or something like that. The teachers makes you feel very safe and I think I love this part the IBN. Uh, well, my first impression of IBN, I think it will be other schools of English, but in the history when I have tell us my story for the other school of English. uh, well, this school um, it's very different at the others and it's very cool and my first impression sorry um, in this in was in this moment of inspiration my um, yes I think I hope I learn to English because I think it's a very moment for teach learn to English about my school and well the idea my first idea for IBN um, it's just think um, think it's like the other in other school but I was wrong because IBN it's a different and I love the method in of teaching the IBN sorry um, well so I think learn to English when I understand um, my favorite series. My favorite series is American Horror Stories, and always the series watching in Spanish, but uh, after of my first class, uh, um, start start watching my favorite series. It's American Horror Story, watching in English with subtitles in Spanish. But much words they say the actors I understand, and and words I don't understand, write in the book, and write in the book, and after search in Google the translation. Um, well, and I think learned English when understand my favorite music, sorry, my favorite song, and 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 in the sentence of then I know what to what say the song. For example, my favorite song of One Direction it's a moment, and understand talk about the song. The song it's uh, the love. Yes, it's a love, and it's very sad. Maybe. Well, I mean, I feel very sad the song, but I love this song. And yes, uh, well, in my difficult part, I think uh, I think my difficult part is uh, I learned to the grammar, because the grammar is some some very difficult. Well, some parts it's very difficult. For example, mm, when I learned to present continuous, for me it's the topic it's very very difficult, but my other classmate I very easy. But for me the present continuous is very difficult, because some parts um, it's very mm, difficult for me for me. But yes, um, and my favorite part of IBN, I think it's the coexisting with my other classmates, with my teachers, and the coexistence of my teacher. Well, my all my class, I was in online because the pandemic, and yes, I take my class in online, but I um, I love my teachers. Uh, Thank you for learning or teach me. Sorry, thank you for teach me better my pronunciation, and all day see my advance of my English, and see my my advance of English, my advance of vocabulary, and my teacher always motivate my better of my pronunciation, and my teacher always motivate and learn to other language or something like that. And I remember one teacher say that you have a sorry you I young, and you explode of something like that, explode your brain or something like that. But I remember this teacher, and always always uh, still in my heart. And and I think my favorite teacher. Um, well, all teachers have a different methods of teaching, but I I remember the class of teacher Melissa. And always the class of teacher Melissa make me laugh, and the conversation is very funny. And my classmate and the teacher Melissa is very funny. And I think I miss you my class of English, but I it's time of my graduation maybe. Uh, yes, and I love the method of teaching of the IVN, and I think IVN uh, have changed my life in the better aspect. Um, and yes, my experience of IVN it's very well, it's very enjoyed, and well, I enjoyed was in IBN. And now, thank you so much for listening. Talk about of my experience of IBN. And sorry for my mistake. Um, I continue practice my English and practice my pronunciation. And yes, sorry if I have a mistake. And thank you. See you.